This morning with today's vlog, I want to start off with looking or exploring a question that I get asked pretty often. Necessarily that I get asked the question often, because now that I think about it, most people don't really like come out and ask me this question, but I see it often. I see it come up where a lot of people think that the bike industry in general is like in trouble, or it's like going down, or it's failing. And I don't know if I necessarily see it that way. That's for like a number of reasons. If I had to say anything, I would say that the bike industry is changing, but it's not failing. I have to mention how excited I am that the bridge is open again. Gotta get the legs burning. I think I probably have mentioned this already. This is great. Alright, let's just do a quick camera swap before we continue on with our earlier subject. Well, in fact, it's actually a time change too. I worked on this, got this ready for the trip that I'm going on, and also the store's closed because vlogging during the day, it's sort of tough. Anyway, back when I was a kid, I remember the cycling industry and bike shops in general, like the bike shop that I'm working in right now, would have had something along the lines of like fancy parts in the store for guys like me and you who are really into cycling and we kind of know what we're talking about. I hope that doesn't sound kind of self-centered and narcissistic. If you went into a store, you could speak that language with someone pretty easy. And those parts would have kind of been in a store like this one, in some sort of glass case like this. But you can kind of see that that's not really the case anymore. That thing's pretty empty. That used to be full of like BMX parts, but people aren't really buying BMX parts in person anymore because those customers already know what they want. And that, in my opinion, is sort of how the industry's changing a little bit. It's not as easy for a bike shop or anybody to try and sell to someone who knows what they're looking for. But I don't think that was ever really the way that maybe a bike shop should have been run anyway. It's almost impossible to sell premium parts as it is, let alone for like full retail price when someone could get it in like 2 days from an online store. I get that, I understand that as a bike shop employee. You know, sometimes I find myself doing it because it's just easier. It's more convenient and it's easier. I'm definitely guilty of it, so I never ever get upset at anybody for making that decision on their own when they know what they want to do, when they know what they want, and we just don't have it in stock, or if we did and it's like, you know, 2-3 times the price, why would you spend that? You know, I get support your local bike shop. I get that very, very much, but that's probably not going to be the thing that works. So that's why I think that the bike industry is changing. It's not going to die. You see, if there's anything that I notice while I'm riding around, is the fact that there are more people riding and commuting on the road than what I've ever kind of noticed before. And not everybody is like an athlete like maybe you and I are. Like, of course I ride bikes for recreation, but I do it for sport as well. Not everybody is doing that, and they're not necessarily worried about all these incredibly high-end parts. So I think simply what I'm trying to get at, and maybe this isn't that the cycling industry is changing, maybe it's just you see a big shift of like us top 3 like percenters who really love biking doing most of their shopping online and not doing like the bike shop thing, but there's still this huge group of people who need bike shops. I think that's probably the attitude towards selling and like trying to make a bike shop work is we need to worry less about these people like you and I, and you need to worry more about the people who are trying to get into it and don't want to know that stuff. In all honesty, maybe the bike industry's always kind of been like that. Maybe I'm only just noticing it now. I honestly don't think that trying to fight with the people who buy things online is beneficial whatsoever, because, you know, most people, if they can save a buck and it's actually more convenient, like, why wouldn't you go down that route? I get it. I totally get why someone would. So I don't get too bent out of shape when I hear that someone bought something online. You know, how could I? I have affiliate links in the description of all my videos where I would get paid if someone bought something online by watching my videos. I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to sit here and say, only support your local bike shop, because these online businesses are also bike guys, and they're servicing different people than what a local bike shop does. It's getting close to... Yeah, it's getting close to the time where I can't cross the bridge, but there's something in port that I want to kind of go look at, and I hope that I have enough time to do both. There's an aircraft carrier that is like real big, and I want to at least get some video of it.
I'm not exactly sure where this thing is, but based on what I've been told, it's pretty massive and hard to miss, so... As with every vlog I ever do, that's not where I should be. Oh, I see it there now. Oh, I'm not at the right spot. I need to go home. I bet it's really close to my house. You can like faintly see it, but it's not good. It's not good. I'm way at the wrong spot. Okay. Maybe move across the bridge. Maybe. Just take a second there to appreciate this turd that I've polished into something at least presentable. That's saying something. I'll be honest, I didn't know this existed. I didn't know you could come back here. I don't think it matters where I go on this side. It's not going to be good enough to show how big it is. I can't even tell how big it is from here. The amount of people that are out just to see this thing. I did not have the original idea. Busy spot. I guess that's pretty impressive, but that thing seems bigger. Like I said, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. That cruise ship's bigger. At least it seems like it is. So, I guess I kind of accomplished that mission. At this point, it's just try and get to the bridge before it closes for the night, because I don't want to take the shuttle. I guess I could have checked the time before I decided to do this. There's no chance. No chance. Just run in traffic, or... took way longer than it needed to. Really see it a lot better from this side. I made a detrimental mistake trying to do it from the Halifax side. I'm like chasing this thing for close to 2 hours now, all to edit it down to about a minute and a half worth of footage. Just know that this whole debacle of trying to get some footage of an aircraft carrier has been a real pain in the ass.
Okay, the reason that a lot of people are really excited about that aircraft carrier is because Canada doesn't have one. So we don't get to see it very often. And it's too big to like actually dock anywhere in port. So if you're American and you live in a city like Halifax, you probably see them all the time. And you wouldn't make a vlog episode about it. Anyway, I think that's a good spot to just end this.